2022 FD alumni, Dr. Juan Rapadas, and making his second appearance here in less than a week, and current FD senior from the class of 2012, Ed Elliott. Keith Elliott.
Keith Elliott.
Yeah, Keith Elliott. Said Ed. I knew that.
Sounds like a movie star.
Yeah. All right, well, nonetheless, it's very nice to have both of you here and everything, so thanks for joining us. Okay, so Keith, tell us more about the event.
So it is a benefit dinner. We're trying to start up an endowment fund so that we can have some money for capital improvements and for scholarships and the such. The title of the event is The Legacy Continues, and it's supposed to be expanding on our 62-year tradition of building leaders for the church community and for the island of Guam. And basically, it's going to happen at Ocean Serena Ballroom at Sheraton on a Friday, April 20th at 6 p.m. And they're going to have a lot of exciting entertainment. There's going to have the comedian
Frank Rios.
Is it
Frank
Rios, and The Refuge featuring Mike Diamore. And there's also going to be
Patrick Palomo is also playing.
Outstanding. Okay, so where do the proceeds go, and where does it benefit?
So again, it's going to the endowment fund. This is actually the very first time that FD is starting an endowment fund. So this is actually our kickoff for the event, and this is going to go to future scholarships for students to come to FD, as well as for the Renaissance project that we're starting with totally revamping the campus. We're adding football fields, we're adding tennis courts, swimming pools, the like. And this is going to definitely help towards starting that program.
All right, well done. Okay, so Dr. Juan, over to you. Obviously, this is the 30th anniversary of when you walked the very hallowed halls. Right. Sorry to remind you about that.
Yeah, I know. Less hair and more pounds.
But let's talk about the cross-generational impact of current Friars have and the relationship they have with older Friars, because so many of our island's leaders in the public sector and in business and in nonprofit organizations have come through FD, and it's a school with a lot of tradition and a very rich history and everything. So talk about the relationship that old Friars have with new Friars.
Yeah, I think the word that comes to mind is pride. And so when I see Keith here, I said, class of 2012, and I'm 1982, I can see him in this chair 30 years from now. It's a legacy, really continues. It's a legacy of leaders, a legacy of church leaders. Father Duenas is, it really is I don't want to use a breeding place, but it really is kind of a place where that connection with the love of the island and leading the future is it's always there, and it will be there. And this will help us, this benefit will help us, bring kids in for scholarships and to have capital improvements.
Well, tell you what, I guarantee we'll save a seat for you over there when we have the class of 2042, the class of 2012, and then the class of 82.
Have a third chair, that would be good. Have a wheelchair be available.
Well, hopefully we won't have to get to that, but okay, so where can people buy tickets? And
just call Father Duenas, 734, I think it's 2261. Tickets are $125 per person, but you can save money with a table for $1,000, so you end up saving about $250.
All right.
I think that's what we're doing. My brothers, I have 3 brothers who graduated from FD. So we're all going to get a table, and Jay Areola and me are emceeing the event. It figures to be a lot of fun. We're going to have door prizes. Island wear is encouraged. No suit and ties. This is the FD crowd and families and friends and supporters. So we're going to make it a fun, casual event with lots of networking and lots of fun.
Okay, so real quick, we'll end with Keith, the current Friar. We already talked with Dr. Juan about how the former Friars take so much pride in passing down their legacy to you. How do current students and current Friars, what do you learn from the classes that came before you?
There's so much to learn. The classes that come before us, FD particular in compared to other schools, is they have a very strong alumni network that you can pull from. Like the leaders notably, there's Dr. Eusebio, there's Chief Justice Carbolito, there's so much people that you really can pull from. And being a young student growing up in the Friar tradition, you kind of learn to be like a sponge and just kind of absorb the wealth of knowledge and experience that these people have to offer, because it's really a treat.
And Jason, I'd be remiss if we didn't name our major sponsors, Bank of Guam and IP&E, because they're really supporting this event.
All right, well, good luck to both of you, and we look forward to covering that event for you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. So stay tuned. We will be back right after this.